Believe it or not, the good, decent folk of our society are very concerned on Twitter right now because of the harm that Netflix is doing to our American culture. It has done the unthinkable. Like normally Netflix is supposed to hire a team of professional writers that take a character that's white and they infuse it with the correct genetic material to alter the heritage, to make sure that the correct genome is added. And this requires tens of thousands of dollars to be poured so that the writers can create and genetically alter human beings on the screen in order to feed the starving god of diversity. But now sacrilege has been done. Transgression has been made. They have flipped the lever into reversed. They took a character that was non-white and they casted an actor that was the incorrect heritage, the incorrect ethnicity. So now people on Twitter are gravely concerned. They have been tweeting all night in despair. They have tried to raise the signal that our culture is in dire need of help, that Netflix is running amok. Netflix has done the unthinkable, ladies and gentlemen. They have created despair and horror on Twitter. Luckily, the elections are coming, so hopefully the people on Twitter can vote for more Joe Biden. They can vote Democrat so they can alter the course. This requires correction. We as a society cannot allow the people at Netflix to commit this huge sacrilege. It is called whitewashing. The intellectual minds of the American academia have slaved hard in order to figure out the root cause of racism that permeates the American society, and that is whitewashing. Whenever something that's fictional and for entertainment does not cast the accurate role, whenever they are doing this harm to the fabric of nature, we are going to witness an increase in racism, an increase. And this is why people on Twitter are very concerned right now. And as you can see, almost all of the Netflix movies that are coming out, the only thing that they know to do is to race swap or gender swap. Like, it's tradition. You cannot possibly have a Netflix adaptation without the race swapping. Like, it's not a Netflix product. It's like going to McDonald's and not getting meat in your burger. It's not McDonald's. So when it happens, the rally cry is there, right? Now, what I love the most is that when you have like a famous character, like a Disney princess, Ariel. Okay, you have Ariel, and all of a sudden they add the correct genome to the story, right? Like they bring the Nazis from the past, they do their genetic experiments, their tinkering, right? So all of a sudden, you have a different cast. Okay, well, when that happens, if you complain, they know that you are a racist. They peer into your brain, they look and they see that the neurons aren't altered correctly. And they will say, yes, you are a racist person. You need to go to university and go through anti-racist programs or else you will get fired. So if you don't give money to the mouse, you're racist, okay? However, when the opposite is being done, to complain is to be a good model citizen. So if you complain that Ariel is made black, you are a racist. How dare you not give money to the mouse? But if you complain that the characters in this movie are played by white actors, you are a model citizen. A member of the Democrat Party. Joe Biden's greatest friend. Strongest ally as well. Look at them crying on Twitter, right? Like, usually when it's the opposite way, it's like, oh, angry white men are crying. That's what the critics say. But when it's in reverse, oh my God, they whitewashed. What does whitewashing even mean, right? Like, isn't it best actor for the job? Like, I'm sorry, I have been indoctrinated by the academia. Like, my university professors were so skilled and so good at telling me that it is the best actor for the job, right? So I don't understand what whitewashing is. Like, maybe you do, but agreed. Like, I used to love these shows, but these traits have made me more open to the things you've done wrong to indigenous people. See, this is how you are a good American in 2024, right? You go on Twitter and you click-clack and you're like, I care about the indigenous people, you guys. And since you don't care, that makes me a better person than you. I don't give any money. I don't donate. I don't know a single person that's indigenous, but I type on the keyboard that I care. And because you don't type on the keyboard that you care, that makes me superior than you. That makes me a better human, a better person. So give me a standing ovation, you guys. Make absolutely sure that you recognize who I am. No, unironically, like, this is the modern American religion, right? Is to do the click-clack on the keyboard. Like, you don't have to go out there. You don't have to feed the homeless. You don't have to care about the orphans. You don't even have to donate your money. All you have to do is to have the correct opinions on Twitter. And you are elevated as a human being. You need to get the key to the city. Like, the mayor himself needs to come over to your house and be like, for your contribution and tremendous effort, we give you the key to the city. Look, see, Netflix is erasing people now. They're like Hitler. By refusing to cast someone in Avatar, Netflix is erasing people. See, I think that Netflix is actually the secret weapon that Ukraine has in the war with Russia. By refusing to cast Russian people, Netflix is erasing Russia. And soon the Ukrainians are going to win the conflict. I know this from Twitter. I mean, these are people that are educated, so. Sokka is going to suffer the most from being a real person because, one, he's been whitewashed again, and two, he's just going to be annoying. Whitewashing Sokka, blah, blah, blah. I mean, a lot of commentators and YouTubers were like wondering, well, what would happen if it was in reverse? Like, what would happen if they took a person of color and made him they freak out. That's what happens. And I like when you have like Disney doing it, you don't get the journalists saying, oh, look at all these angry white liberals. Look at all these angry white liberals. No, they don't do that, right? Like, it's just silence. Just silence. And by the way, if you disagree with them, you get death threats and all the other shit, right? Like, they're very aggressive and toxic. But again, like, the journalists aren't going to talk about that. Let me know what you guys think. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.